Emreni mwa kukudrofo se watna hache ombebua o ma wonsa ka won krata na se wedi edron so a eyo mo kokokra eba ni nipa setena mu eni adwuma mu nsem bia omudi mu akotene pa omo wo mre di mani pa bia na de eni ka wo mu mpo ni se no consultation fee.
Fortwell Solicitors always puts our clients' needs first. We specialize in all UK visa applications, detention and deportation cases, student and work points-based work permit applications from both UK and abroad. Fortwell Solicitors also deals with long residence and human rights applications outside the immigration rules. Don't wait till last minute. Fortwell Solicitors is located at
Unit 1, ground floor, Katrina House, 58 Clarendon Road, London, N80DJ. Nearest tube station, Tempark Lane and Wood Green. Overground, Hornsey Station. Buses 41 to Archway and 144 to Maswa Hill. For more info, call 0203 3257 030. Call our 24-hour line on 0754 8701 011. Website www.fortwellsolicitors.com.
opening hours Monday to Friday 9:30 to 5:30 p.m.
Thursday Beyonce Young Milton Keynes.
Fortwell Solicitors is regulated by SRA.
Fortwell Solicitors.
For your sign aba. They said the legal hour and from with Fortwell Solicitors. You were handling to 11 a.m. and I no pay. And I'm a bon kai said Fortwell Solicitors on the area of speciality, immigration and asylum, family employment, civil litigation, wills and probate. Inti bomodian say obetimi ayde obetimi afre. Amemfa numbers ni tudwa. Studio numbers see say nkoma yedie na bi won ma bia also some immigration issues be out say obisa lawyer Dan Koy and also obehu Fortwell Solicitors a kind of numbers are we here 0203 735 8820 0203 735 8820. Mobile line is here 0778 793 9958. Mr. Washington so 0778 793 9958. I think so no person fret Fortwell Solicitors one more numbers my main boss so amount office line here 0203 325 7030 0203 325 7030. Mobile numbers this here 079 44 976 161 079 44 976 161. It's a bombardier say a bit to be from numbers near 2. Another number is here 078 333 44411 078 333 44411. I'm supposed to be in case I get it a bit confused. 078 into a 333 3 and kwamiensa and a 444 4 kwamiensa 11. It's but more than special numbers in so. Now what from so free consultation. From so can free consultation our phone so. Now facing here says so koko hu man ija wetum pata wetimi alcohol no makwa ko hu na ne chiwa dream bia no o metimi abwa and na ho manye menke eche ansana we make a decision but more than tentem na ko hu and I no pay ne lawyer Dan Koy and I bet you train komo from Fortwell Solicitors and komodi a ye bet you train ne areas a ye be share na no pay a guide to endorsement for UK visa applications and the UK expansion worker sponsor license scheme. Even though where area yeah cover and nano pay say immigration issue a different in koma ya twetwe nano pay krampo na e mane how but modern say obetimi afre why but modern na frɛ. Yo, lawyer Dan Koy. Good morning. Nime what you say?
Good morning, Jones. Nyadom bibia boko na pacho onso e.
Nyadom bibia boko. Whether na say a person high kakra, but all they say we can't complain. Now, and I no pay and commedia ebedi and I no pay no. A guide to endorsement for UK visa applications and the UK expansion worker sponsored license scheme. Rebecca says it's a bit of a mouthful. And then I say, and what does it actually entail?
Yo, me that's Jones. What I need to clarify is CCR UK is open for. It looks like I'm getting a bit of back. I don't know, say if you may side.
I think say if you will side feedback near
are you also getting the same feedback?
Yes, a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
But your feedback.
I'm saying better, much better this year.
Much better. Okay. Well, UK government want to come to the UK using appropriate means to come here. The UK current policies are almost person encourage people who are talented individuals, people who have creative ideas, and then people who have high growth to establish the UK has a there are certain tourist ground or main you do really need a sponsorship line. But when having a sponsorship line, you still need what we call an you can say an acquired letter be now any idea, any talent, or another young person and who they have integrated it, they will that's it, and they can say, oh, their own person, the entire application and UK endorsement as a the endorsement. Endorsement a letter by an organization which is currently approved by the Home Office as an endorsing. This status enables them say open accessing businesses are affiliated with any application and make sure any industry that those people find themselves in any expense they are saying indeed they are able to parent based on that they'll be able to offer value to the youth economy. There are a number of are currently here endorsement for to get visas, and one of them a friend global talent visa and answer permission applications. Another one a innovator founder visa and answer permission applications. And the third one a friend is scale up sponsor license applications. Say ebemwa yebe komo into details yebomo esuko na yahwe individuals na enyema required and answer a kwan a obetimi obtaining any of those endorsements for you to be able to make a successful application. Say ushemua and as you start with global talent visa permit and any of permission applications. Global talent roots in the AF for exceptionally talented or exceptionally promising individuals. in the fields set out below. Below where the fields are those type of fields and those type of industry are UK governments in every and for arts and culture. This includes their arts, dance, literature, music, theater, and visual arts. And for this, your organization arts council are almost issue endorsements. If you are somebody who is you are talented in any of these fields. Now, based on that, you feel say you can obtain endorsement from the Arts Council. Then it is possible say ubetimi aye application under the Global Talent Visa route. Now they are back home, I say. Then we also have the architectures. So we are architects. Now we are very, very, very good. Now it's me assessed by the Royal Institute of British Architects ubetimi enya endorsement from them, and based on that ubetimi akwaje Global Talent Visa to come into the country. We also have endorsement for fashion designers. If you are a fashion designer and you want to come in to the UK under this visa route, ubetimi akwaje endorsement if the nkrofo from British Fashion Council now all the abakrum has say. We also have endorsement from Producers Alliance for Film and Television, from PAT, people who are in the film and television industry, omutimi AJ endorsement from this organization called Producers Alliance for Film and Television. So utimi enya endorsement if you obetimi aye visa application under this route. We also have endorsements from Royal Society. The Royal Society EMMA endorsement for people who are in the medical and natural sciences. If you find yourself in that industry, you can also get an endorsement and come to the UK. In your work engineers, if you are an engineer back home or in any country, I would say now with endorsement. The organization that you need to approach, a Royal Academy of Engineering. And if you're able to approach them, you give a pitch deck and they assess you and they feel say you are exceptionally talented and you can be able to add something to the UK economy. Also, everything endorsement. We have the digital technology endorsement from Tech Nation. And a lot of IT people or people who are in the tech industry, may already be familiar with what we call the Tech Nation. Almost say, any innovative ideas, we feel you are very talented, you can make an application to these people and they can get an endorsement for you. The applications in this category are involving two-stage process. First one, the endorsement application, which is necessary. Say, if you go on any of these organizations, a website, so within that organization, they will tell you the criteria that they are looking for, the requirements, any evidence that they need, and then the detailed page out waiting and set it up more for them to make a decision whether say ombetini amount endorsements and answer omuntini amount. Once you get the endorsement letter, the applicant need to make an immigration application. Where endorsement is refused, there is a review process whereby Obetini goes through for the Home Office and ask for the endorsing body to review whether say they can give it to you. Of course, say Okoye visa application and so it can be refused, but if you make the application properly, we do not expect to say Ube the refusal, especially when you have managed to get the endorsements done by the endorsing body. A very, very, very important thing. Say, well, no matter the industry you find yourself, if you feel say you've got the talent, you've got the industry know-how for you to be able to get an endorsement, and get in touch with us at Fortwell Solicitors. You better prepare, you better wow, you better show the type of documents that you can put forward to go to them. If we need to help you in drafting your pitch deck, you may to me assign posting some people that we believe can assist you in drafting those documents properly for you to get a successful application. The next type of visa will be here endorsements, what we call the innovator founder visa route. For people who are seeking to establish a business in the UK based on an innovative, viable, and scalable business idea. Under this route, applicants first, they need to seek an endorsement with a business idea within one of these endorsing bodies. Program. So one of them, the Investors Limited. The second one, UK Endorsing Services. Then we have the third one, which is the Innovator International. Then the fourth one is the Global Entrepreneurs Program. All these 4 organizations, can assess whatever business that you've got, and then they'll make sure they will be able to endorse it for you. Before approach any of these endorsing bodies, they'll require a detailed business plan or a pitch deck submitted using their online form, any area or CV, any financial documents which will show the type of business that you intend to set up in the UK. You will be able to set it up. It is very, very important to understand that until this innovator visa route was introduced, they introduced it to replace what we call the startup visa route. And what the UK government is saying is compare the current innovator visas and the previous one, they expect the endorsing bodies to have a clear threshold which meets the innovation criteria. Into the business be ambassador or maybe cleaning the UK. There are so many, there are hundreds and thousands of cleaning companies within the UK economy. The type of cleaning company that you are trying to introduce, what innovative idea have you got? What is different from it? And then the other ideas and the other businesses which is in the UK economy. This is very, very, very important. And this is where having somebody who will be able to guide you through the process is very, very important, because if you are not able to, you don't know what you are doing, you cannot simply bring a business plan and expect it will pass through the endorsing stage. And because without the endorsing stage, you cannot even move on to the actual stage of submitting a proper application for a visa. It is very, very, very important that you get somebody who understands the principles behind what the Home Office are looking for, and what the endorsing bodies are looking for. And if you're able to get that, you get your pitch deck ready, you get your CV, your financial documents ready, we will be able to assist you to get endorsements, and I will be here to be able to allow you to get the visa that you need. The final type of visa which you will also need an endorsement for is what we call the scale-up worker route. This enables highly skilled migrants to come to the UK to work for expansive businesses which have undergone a period of rapid growth. It is more flexible for workers than the skilled worker route. Company be ABA on business, and they have gone through a rapid growth period. They've got the criteria that will be able to lay down for that individual. Now, say almost sponsor or be this route, and also a very easy, is straightforward, and which is expected, things will be much, much easier. For instance, we a business owner, now you have an annualized growth of at least 20% for the past 3-year period before the application is based. Then you can also make such an application. You can also make the application based on staff turnover, where businesses have had a minimum of 10 employees at the start of the 3-year period. Now, during that period, you've had a 20% growth in the number of staff that you have during the past 3 years. And also, possible J endorsement as a business for you to be able to get people to come in under the scale-up visa route. And also, the endorsing bodies now, they are endorsing for such business and as a such entities, the same 4 people that I talked about, which is the Investors Limited, UK Endorsing Services, Innovator International, the Global Entrepreneurs Program. Very, 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 very important. You are able to have these things. J endorsement. For you to be able to secure an endorsement, you need to have a minimum of 10 employees who pay income tax and national insurance through PAYE scheme operated by the business. Say we are a scale-up company, you want to make, and as you want to get an endorsement, these are the documents or the necessary criteria that we expect to be able to see and send your 1-year application under the scale-up route. The first one is who are minimum 10 employees are your more income tax and national insurance through the PAYE scheme. We do not have a minimum amount that you need to pay them. I don't know, it's something that you need to be aware of. It could be minimum wage, it could be maximum wage, or whatever wage you want to pay the person. So long as you've got 10 employees under your payroll, you may be able to qualify for this. You must be registered for VAT. You must be solvent and trading in the UK. They must have an HMRC footprint or of less than 4 years. You should have been registered with the HMRC for at least 4 years or more. And you must be able to demonstrate a potential growth rate consistent with the requirements of the scale-up route. We are looking at 20% per annum for you to be able to qualify for this one. And you must have a UK registered corporate bank account. Of course, it is necessary, based on your turnover, you have a growth of 20% every year for the past 3 years. And that is what the UK, the endorsing bodies will be looking at. And sana endorsements now we are talking about. At this stage, I would like to move in quickly to the second side of today's discussion, a UK expansion license scheme. And I say, businesses able to UK expansion license. We talk about family permits. We talk about people who are coming to UK because they've got a spouse. We're talking about people who are coming to the UK because they've got a child who's got leave to remain. But now saying we have come to realize, and yet those visa routes in Kwana are available. The one thing that has become very popular now saying the care worker visa scheme and also go for at the airback acronym. Then we have the student visas where people also come here. But there is this little known visa route which is called the global mobility visa, whereby any person who has a business outside the UK can set up a branch of that business in the UK. And trust me, it is an easier route that people need to seriously consider if they are thinking to come to the UK. If you work for an organization outside the UK and you feel like you need to come to the UK to come and work, or you need to come to the UK to expand to the UK market so that you have access to the European market. It may not be where say ABR, you have access to the EU market, but you simply want a stage whereby you can easily launch into those areas because UK is an English-speaking country. Companies that want to set up from economy, which is Ghana, in here, and make it things much, much easier. If you are an organization, now you are considering, you are thinking, say, set it up, you best set up branch, no send you be up, no set it up amawa. This is the visa route that you need to seriously consider. And the requirements are straightforward and simple. One of the things that we would expect the Ghana or the organization which is outside the UK to have, and they say they must have a trading history of at least 3 years. Any organization, any business are over trading history of 3 years or more may be able to set up a UK branch for you to serve customers in the UK. It doesn't matter. We do not necessarily have a requirement, say, you need to be in this industry or that industry. Any organization that have a trading history of more than 3 years within or outside the UK can be able to come here to set up a branch here. Once you have had a trading history of 3 years, we are looking at active trading within the last 12 months. And also documents that we'll be looking at, we'll be interrogating your bank statement, we'll be interrogating the number of people who are on your payroll and things like that. Of course, nipa na opese will transfer in the UK na obesity Apple business amount can be anybody who has worked for you for at least the past 12 months, because we will need evidence to say the pay slips is coming from you. There's payroll which shows to say the organization is paying that person. I must add here, say sometimes you may have a entity be a group of companies. You, however, want to bring one person from another group to come here to come and set up for you. That is a possibility, and that is something that we will look at for you once you come and have consultation and we look at the structure of your business. We will advise you on the necessary documents that you need for this to be successful. Once you have been able to show that, you need to also have what we call a UK presence, and as a UK footprint. And we will advise you on some of the things that you can do. One of the easiest ways to be able to show a UK footprint is to register your business entity in the UK. Even the registration process, there are requirements and how that registration ought to be done, because I have seen people who have tried to register business and they have registered it in such a way, say, the year application, so that is something that we need to be aware of. Secondly, ubetiminsu akolizi office premises within the UK, and that will also give you a UK footprint. These things are things that we will interrogate, will assist you, will help you in making sure that you make the right decisions. For instance, if you have a company because you are already not in the UK market, you might not even know the region within the UK that you need to set up for you to be able to succeed. We will be able to advise you whether you want to go to Birmingham, you want to stay in London, you want to go to Southampton, or even if you want to go to a business place where you have less taxes for you to pay any signing. We can advise you, we will refer you to a business analyst or a business advisor who will be able to advise you what is right for you. And when it comes to the legal structure, the legal way, the legal things that we need to be able to get you the license for you to be able to bring people in, we can also do it for you. The UK expansion sponsor license, once you obtain it, there are two levels of license that you can get. You can get the provisional one or you can get a full one. Normally, people will go for the provisional one simply because they do not have anyone within the UK who will be able to act as an authorizing officer for them. Until we will advise them, say, okay, at this stage, why don't you go for just the provisional license? The provisional license will allow you to bring one person from Ghana to come and work in the UK market. So Nipaneba has a area we can bring 4 more people once we have upgraded your license to a full sponsor license for you. The process of doing that is straightforward. The process of doing that is something that we at Fortwell Solicitors will be able to advise you on: the documentation, the business plan, how you intend to grow within the next 3 years. Sometimes when we talk about it this way, I dream of a brave thinking, say, hey, how is it going to be possible? It may not work, it's not going to be feasible. But once you come in, we're able to set up an immigration plan for you. We're able to set up standards. We understand what your worries are, your fears are. We'll be able to put in a plan for you, which you'll be able to follow together with yourself and your family or your other colleagues who want to come to the UK. It is important to understand and note, say, this type of application, it allows you to bring your spouse. It allows you to bring your children. So it is not simply you coming to the UK to do that, but and when we talk about ebusiafo in this context, we are talking about your spouse and your children only. We are not talking about your grandparents, your grandchildren, on cousins. We are simply talking about your nuclear family. And for those people, you may be able to bring them alongside. And then the length of visa that you will have for each category depends on the type of visa that we are making application for. So, for instance, if you are making an application under the UK expansion scheme, they expect you to have about 3 years for you to allow you to be able to establish that business in the UK. And after the 3 years, you can switch to a different category of visa. So we know people, or we've assisted people to get the sponsorship license for them to come here with the UK business expansion scheme. And once they have come here, we've allowed them, or we've assisted them to switch from that scheme to the skilled worker scheme within the same business premises. So if you are thinking, somebody who is back home, who's got a business, who's got an idea, who's got an innovative idea, and you want to set up in the UK, I believe that the right people to speak to will be us at Fortwell Solicitors. We'll take you through the process. We'll give you initial advice for free so that you understand the difficulties or the things that you need to look out for. And Sana, we take the necessary steps to do such an application for you. Mr. Jones, at this stage, I think, question I will also take those questions, and then eventually, if you let me a phone lines and also and take questions from your listeners. Cynthia Jones at the beginning of the presentation. Now question and net topic of discussion. It doesn't matter. Any immigration family issue that you may have, I'm more than happy to may answer a question either amount. Even if a employment issue, wills and probator, I can also answer any questions that you will have on this program for you, because apart from immigration, they just the canon. Yeah, other areas of law. We do family, we do employment, we do wills and probate, even sometimes commercial, purchasing and sale of businesses. We can assist you in that front. At this stage, I'll take your questions. But that's it, Jones.
All right, Lawyer Dankwa. Question about Kwame about the expansion scheme. And now we'll say more amount 3 years. Now we are saying Bissau within that 3 years, in case you're not able to fully expand. Now, are there any repercussions, or are there any? Would your visa be affected in any way?
That's a very important question, Jones. Say that any visa that is given to you in the UK comes with conditions. Omukra indefinite leave to remain in a crown may have some sort of conditions. Any visa comes with conditions, and if you've been here and now you've been given a visa to come to the UK and you've been given a condition, and you need to be able to meet that condition. The answer is yes. If you are not able to make the business that you said you would do now, a bit affected or visa.
Okay. Now earlier on I think so we had a bit of challenging on when you were explaining about the arts and culture. And if you could, just touch on that briefly for us, because I think that area is really, really important when it comes to arts and culture now. If I say Ghana and I say anyway, especially Africa now, we have it in abundance. But before we'll go on a break briefly, and then when we come back now, we will talk more. GN Radio now we see media Jones. 1 minute, Lawyer Dankwa from Fortwell Solicitors and I'm a pay. We'll be back right after this.
Yo, Ghana for your English approach my moha. Ya sweaty. Yenya emrenim fo a wen akwadare wo emrenimo a poto kasemu ye kase a lawyer for entimi nuanom mumyem for immigration ensem nyina enko dan wo mo Fortwell Solicitors emrenimo akuku drofo se watna ha che ombeboa wo ma wonsa kan won krata na se wedi edro nso a eyo mo kokokra eba ne nipa setena mu eni adwuma mu nsem bia omudim akotene pa omo wo mre di mani pa bia na de enika wo mu mponi se no consultation fee.
Fortwell Solicitors always puts our clients' needs first. We specialize in all UK visa applications, detention and deportation cases, student and work points-based work permit applications from both UK and abroad. Fortwell Solicitors also deals with long residence and human rights applications outside the immigration rules. Don't wait till last minute. Fortwell Solicitors is located at
Unit 1, ground floor, Katrina House, 58 Clarendon Road, London, N80DJ. Nearest tube station, Tempark Lane and Wood Green. Overground, Hornsey Station. Buses 41 to Archway and 144 to Maswa Hill. For more info, call 0203 3257 030. Call our 24-hour line on 0754 8701 011. Website www.fortwellsolicitors.com.
opening hours Monday to Friday 9:30 to 5:30 p.m.
Thursday Beyonce Yo Milton Keynes.
Fortwell Solicitors is regulated by SRA.
Fortwell Solicitors.
Okay, welcome back to GN Radio. Bringing you Legal Hour this morning with Fortwell Solicitors. Lawyer Dankwa and Kumo and Anope. Lawyer, before I break, let me be earlier. I'm starting now because we're having some technical issues, and I was really interested in the right now working about arts and culture. Because we share maybe say Ghana, Nigeria, Africa, full stop. In that sector, no, we have it in abundance. How now the root to apply for that scheme or the sponsorship?
It's very true, say. We have arts and culture, and I say music, theater, visual arts in abundance. Ghana, and I say in Africa. And anybody who finds himself in that industry, anybody who finds himself being able to have the talents that is required, we will be able to assist that person to obtain an endorsement from the Arts Council. Once you approach us, we look at the concepts that you've got. We look at your talents, your history, your CV, and we will be able to pitch it to the Arts Council for an endorsement. Every endorsing body will have a criteria, a requirement criteria, which is published. We'll go through that with you, and then we can advise you on some of the areas that we believe you need to work on to make sure we have a successful application. For us, and I say for Fortwell Solicitors, we have managed to assist a few people in this front. I mean, it's not just the arts, but so many areas, especially the technician endorsements for the tech IT guys. So it's just a matter of presenting whatever you've got. Say, say you are good at what you do, but you have not been able to present it. And I say we haven't interrogated it. We cannot really tell whether you qualify for it or not. But trust me, at a first meeting with you and having gone through your profile, we will be able to make a decision within a few hours. Say, look, this is a talent that we can assist, or this is a talent that we cannot assist. And based on that, you will know what you need to do.
Interesting, because you more or less touched on a follow-up question to deal with the tech side. When you say Chroma say, they've said they want the best to come to this country. And of course, we share Nigeria, we share Ghana, many of the African countries now. When you say uncalled for, when it comes to innovation, again, abundance. And trying to find a place where you can enhance your skills is always welcome. Now, you've been able to help people in that sector. I mean, what are we looking at here? We're looking at, say, I can make, for instance, this machine or this works, or there's actually a standard criteria that they're looking for.
Well, Cedia Mitre, we are looking for innovative ideas. So anybody who is thinking, say, is very good in the tech industry, you must have an innovative idea. If you have an innovative idea, then we can pitch it to the technician to get an endorsement for you. The key criteria that they are looking at is not necessarily being able to manufacture something or being able to create something. Now there is a software, there's an app, there is something that you have been able to create that is meant to solve a problem. And because you have done that, it is innovative. Nobody has done it. And this is what we are looking at in the industry. And the UK government has made it a policy where it says, if somebody is good, if somebody wants to make UK their home to be able to be innovative and expand and create these things, let's create room for those people. The job that we, the lawyers, are here doing is to be able to advise people, to be able to give the exposure to the government policy already. Because sometimes, we are one plug. Oh, yeah, the skilled worker never. Yeah, the student visa never. But people do not take advantage of these other visa avenues. And that is the purpose of this presentation. Because they are not aware of them, they don't have the information. We want to empower people who have, if you think you are talented, if you think you are good, if you think you want to make the world your oyster and be able to provide or produce or do whatever you need to do, the UK government is open for you to come in. And that is why we are doing these presentations for those people in the tech industry, those people in the engineering industry who have innovative ideas to be able to come forward. Of course, we are not simply talking about the tech and the engineering industry. We're also talking about the humanities. If you go to the British Academy of Social Sciences, you can approach them and do your pitching to them and show them how, and if you are good, and let them provide you what you need. And it's an interesting prospect, and we are more than happy to assist individuals. One person will take advantage.
Now, in as much as an individual will have those qualities or skills, and of course, almost the onus is on them to be able to provide the necessary requirements needed for somebody who wants to go down that route.
We are looking at the starting point in the AOCV. What CV have you obtained? What achievements have you got? What awards have you been able to obtain? We want to see all these things. If somebody comes to you and he's got a CV, he's been able to create certain things, we need evidence of that, because you cannot simply go and tell the endorsing body and say, oh, me are very good, and that's it. You should give me an endorsing endorse my application for me to make an application. Debbie, you need to provide full evidence. And yes, Anka, Obia Beba say, oh, me babeji endorsement at the UK. But it doesn't work like that. So anybody who is seeking to secure an endorsement under any of these fields, Mr. come with your CV, come with the ideas you've got, come with the innovative idea that you've been able to create. If you've managed to get any award, bring it forward. We put all that together, and then we pitch you to one of the endorsing bodies and make sure that we help you to get an endorsement.
Slightly moving away from this, so it's a text message from Nanama. Nanama is saying, "Good morning, lawyer. My husband is looking to throw me out. I'm still waiting for my papers in this country. We've been married for 3 years in Ghana. Will I be deported if he reports me?" I don't really understand what Nanama is trying to say, but I don't know whether you get the gist of what she's trying to say. From my understanding,
I think, sir,
she's saying
I get gist of what he's trying to say, and I'll try to explain it to the best of my ability. Okay. Nipano Nanama Aware Obi, but
give us a bit of clarification, that would be good.
Yeah, Waware Obi, but obviously no. We are sure say on Insanyanka indefinite. And an person or permanent FFO. So she's worried and she's concerned about what the impact this is going to have on the leave to remain. Of course, she said, will she be deported? That is the loose term word that we normally use for removal. But the actual way, a removal, can say you'll be deported for what you are describing. But I will also add, say, yes, if the relationship breaks down, there's a possibility to say you will have to leave the UK. Time I started my presentation, I said one thing. And the thing I said was, any visa or any leave to remain that somebody obtains in the UK comes with a condition. And that condition, you need to meet that condition throughout the time or period of time that you are here in the UK. For instance, if you have been in UK or you are here on a spouse visa, the reason why they have given you that spouse visa is because you are married to somebody who is British, or you are married to somebody who has got indefinite leave to remain, or somebody who has some sort of leave to remain in the UK. And because of that, if you're because you are married to that person, na awarieni egua adentina wodasoti kroma, then that means you need to leave the UK. That is where the problem comes in. However, the UK government understands, because of this situation that many people find themselves in vulnerable situation, there are a lot of sponsors who will take advantage of people. Say, Obema Abeware Nanama, na because obema no wo enkrata ntino or tete nanama or abusing or bono or man emotional abuse, financial abuse, then that is when we talk about domestic violence. And then there's an application called DV. Okay. Until said Nanama is being abused, Nanama is being tortured or Nanama simply because of even simple threats can be classified as a form of domestic violence and abuse. And based on that, application for indefinite leave to remain straight away, based on the fact that she's a victim of domestic violence. When it comes to DV application, a year indefinite leave to remain, it does not matter how long Nanama has been in the UK. Nanama may have been in the UK for only 1 day, or Nanama may have been in UK for the past 3 years. It doesn't matter. So long as Nanama is married to somebody who is settled, somebody who is with indefinite leave to remain or British passport, and is suffering, is become a victim of abuse, you bet me I application and manage straight away for that person to get indefinite leave to remain. Nanama say program here. I don't know whether I have been able to answer your question satisfactorily because we did not get some of the things you were trying to put in. But your phone lines are open 9:30 to 5:30. After the program, you can get in touch. I'll take my time to listen to you, ask you a few questions. Of course, I don't expect you to call on the program because of probably the personal nature of some of the things that you may want to describe. But we are there. We are here to help you. We understand these situations. And when it comes to these things, it's very important that you get the right skilled lawyer to assist you, because there might be a family law element to this whole process. If the person is being abused, you need to start with what we call non-molestation order application to the family court, and you obtain that before you come to the immigration aspect. And Nunti, and I am a count program when you say, even though we come here, we talk about immigration a lot of times, and there are other aspects that you may be coming. If they are all by me, why dream we will say you are coming to speak to me based on immigration, but there might be a family law element to it. So the lawyer being that the person does not deal with family issues. Remember, say, he will not be in a position to be able to assist you fully for you to be able to obtain what you need to obtain. At this stage, I hope, say, I have managed to answer Nanama's question, but I'm more than happy to take further questions from Nanama if she calls me after the program.
Okay, and now my India Bomodiana Fred, a lawyer than Fortwell Solicitors. I have a couple of messages on Facebook. Emmanuel G. Obisa, which category of students can bring their dependents from January? And I think any idea when the care visa is ending?
The care visa ending, dear, I wish that I knew when it will end, because if I knew it, anka yebebo hu deru na mo ampesa mo sisabona na kanso amunya eba nsa na oma ende sa program mo make sure say mo de omunya abewre ma nsa na oma ende the program. But unfortunately, I don't really know the deadline for this. When it was first introduced, it was meant to be introduced for only 12 months. 12 months in April. So any moment from now, we expect them to make an announcement about it. Whether they will extend it, whether they will suspend it, I have no idea. And if I do, I will let you know. Secondly, Ubisa, second question, this always be repeat here, no namamia.
And second question here, any idea? They been have a friends and
me answer the last one, the earlier one.
Which category of students can bring their dependents from January?
Yes. According to UK VI proposal now, they want to stop anything masters and below from bringing their family members. If you are coming to do a level 7 program, a level 7 program is a master's program. Okay, so if you're coming to do a master's program and below, you will not be able to bring your family members here if you are coming here as a student in the UK. However, if you are coming to do PhD, which is level 8 and above, then you'll be able to bring your family members in the UK. So this is what the proposal that they have made. Of course, currently sitting as a proposal. It is not been implemented yet. They said they are going to consult the universities to make sure that they are making the right decision. Yeah, at this stage, this is the advice that I will be giving out. Say, so application be our person we are September eba, making sure say obey your application. Yeah, Fortwell Solicitors have partnered with, we've got partners who are able to assist people to obtain admission at more than 98% of universities in the UK. And when you come to us from start to finish, we are being handled by the same crop or group of people to make sure so you get your student visa. And say, na opese obey your master's program, but opese do eba, opese do eba, opese do eba. This is the last call. Make sure say the application goes in before the September deadline so that you can start your course in September, and any application you be ama obabiano why you then with me aye amomo. Me that's it.
Okay, and my main address and tuja. Fortwell Solicitors, Unit 1, ground floor, Katrina House, 50A Clarendon Road, London, N8 0DJ. So now, Obi Bisa or Facebook say, train station, what's the nearest train station? I think so. O see free train, ma bus ben obey me afa about more office.
Well, in terms of bus, dear, to be fair, I don't know. I don't know. But in terms of train, dear, Ubetini Afa train Abba Haringi Station, Abba with Honzi Station, sorry. Honzi Station is a walking distance to our office. Temper Clean Station is a walking distance to our station, to our office. And our Wood Green Station also a walking distance to our office. Any of these train stations will work for you. I believe in so say about 67 and so in office and internet. Anybody who is thinking of coming there might be able to catch bus 67. They will back office for free and phone numbers so you bet me out direction based on baby and we can give you directions for you to come over there depending on where you are coming from. No, you bet me actually say okay, this is where you can come or this is what you can do. Yes.
This is a message from Sewa. Sewa say, lawyer, I want to know, my nephew was involved in a criminal activity, but he received a hospital order. Does this mean, sir, he can still apply for indefinite leave to remain or not?
If the person was given a hospital order, we need to look at how long ago that hospital order came in. I have seen cases where people have received hospital orders and the Home Office have still attempted to remove them from the UK, and we had to fight those ones. And yes, I know, sir, it is a sad situation, and if the person have received a hospital order, the best thing you would expect is that person will receive a bit of support. But UK na yewono, abrocheri yewono. Sometimes some of these things, do not work the way you expect them to work, and the people may not may face certain difficulties. But trust me, if a person or any indefinite leave to remain application, I would strongly recommend say on a solicitor ebekasa na yahwemu amano, especially if the Home Office even tries say they will deport that person, because that is a case or similar case that I have done before, whereby they try to remove the person, but we managed to get a person out. Yes, it's me abuasani panel.
Okay, Mr. Lawyer, time is fast gone. Ready and come. Remember, last few minutes, just to quickly sum up what you've presented today. Not into me in Pejayamu.
Yo, me dasi bebre, Mr. Jones. Say the mekan, we have had a number of situations it's me ebwa enkrofo ema omoba UK. We've had a skilled worker visa schemes. So far, we are sure everybody knows somebody who have been able to come into the country with a skilled worker visa scheme currently. Omo Moba with a skilled worker scheme, Omo Moba as dependents, Omunia Ewo system Nimo. But there are other aspects whereby they do not even need COS, whereby they don't need sponsorship, and no one enkomo ena ene abebo boy. So Abia went to me NTM and ye now question. Just get in touch Monday to Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and we will take our time to explain to you to make sure say you get me abwa now so why then it is free consultation. We don't charge into just for free. Knowledge is power. If you have the knowledge, you'll be able to make the successful application. I'm awaiting me about Cronimo. At this stage, that one say, one joining on Facebook, one more share, one more making comments in here. That one say, I mean, yeah, answer a question. Feel free to overframe me, and I'll be more than happy to answer for you.
Yo, Lawyer Dan Koi from Fortwell Solicitors. Yeah, that's it. I need the age media ABC telephone. Me, I do my next week in so your best sign Asia.
But that's it, bye bye.
Yo, Ghana for you what English approach my muha. Ya sweaty. Yenya emrenim fo a wen akwadare wo emrenimu a poto kasemu ye kase a lawyer fo entimi nuanom mumiyem fa ye immigration ensem nyina enko dan wo mo Fortwell Solicitors emrenimu akuku drofo se watna ha che ombeboa wo ma wonsa ka won krata na se wedi edro nso a eyo mo kokokra eba ne nipa sitenemu eni adwuma mu nsem bia omudimu akotene pa omo wo mre di mani pa bia na de eni ka wo mu mpo ne
my bustle. Then you guess what you mean. Yeah, me and I me doing. What I'm telling you for Froby. Me no be a andriod wanna join. Me them inside for funny home. Now I bomb and come on they be. We are near to us one yeah. It's some recall.